on Facebook, right? We should be live on Spreaker and iHeartRadio, as well as the Leadership TKO Station.com's website. We do have a website specifically for that. And so listen, before we dive in, I'm going to go ahead and share this to a few places really quick. So bear with me just a little bit as I share this out. Okay, so I'm praying, of course, that you've had a pleasant day. I know that I have myself. It's been a great one. It's definitely been a great one. So again, this is the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I am your leadership specialist, your wealth mentor, consultant, speaker. That's why I say specialist. All right, author of several books, but the latest one many of you know about is the Leadership TKO, where you get 12 truths, okay, 12 truths to implement so that you can become a winning leader. Now, I don't know how many of you truly want to win. If you're ready to win, this is the show that you want to connect with. And so we do this show every single night. And it's normally around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're live normally on Facebook and live on Spreaker and some other podcast platforms around the world. So we do know that there are people from different countries, different time zones that plug in, whether live or catching the replay. And so the whole purpose of the show really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win. That's what we're talking about here. Giving you the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Okay? Influence, impact, and income. That's what this is all about. So I'm hoping and praying. Praying and hoping, that's something that you want to accomplish for yourself. So listen, exciting times, okay? It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. So listen, one of the best things I want you to do right now, put a smile on that face. Go ahead and show those pearly whites. Ching. Okay, go ahead and do it. Show those pearly whites. Now, there are a couple of ways to get involved with the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. One way is to like or love the stream. Go ahead and do it. Like it or love it. All right, like it or love it. I know you want to grow. Also, comment below. Throughout this session together, notice I said together. I don't want to feel like I'm speaking to you. I want to feel like we're having some dialogue. We're having some chit chat, some nightly chat about leadership. Let's lighten the mood a little bit, okay? So definitely let me know, check in, let us know that you're here, whether live or catching the replay of this. And then also share this out for those of you on Facebook. Do a watch party. Share it on your timeline. Share it wherever it is that you feel led to sharing it. I know I've shared it already to a couple of places. And so listen, you can do the same thing as well. So exciting times are here. All right, it is exciting. And so the first thing that we normally do with the show is we go over a little bit of an appetizer. Oh yes, an appetizer. I know a lot of you are like, what are we talking about? Are we eating here? What are we doing? And so we're not necessarily eating per se, but we're getting some good content. We're getting some good stuff. And so the first thing I want to talk about right now, first and foremost, is some content from my leadership mentor, and that is Dr. John C. Maxwell. Come on, somebody. Like, I love his books. He has like a bazillion books, okay? And I never like to reinvent the wheel. Like, if it's already there, why not? Just get the content, absorb it, take it all in. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to share with you a little something from one of his books. This is one of his books. I have like a lot of his books, okay? And being a John Maxwell certified speaker, trainer, and coach gives you the ability to go out there and use his material, for profit. Using his material for profit, being able to do seminars, trainings. I do masterminds and all different types of things. When it comes to John Maxwell. It's my passion. It's my baby. And so let's dive in. I'm going to talk about this. We also have a main meal that we've been feasting on. We started feasting on the main meal yesterday. And so we're going to continue that in just a moment. But let's go into this information here. What I'm going to talk about is how you can grow as a leader. And Dr. John Maxwell, he does a great job in just helping us to understand how we're going to go through this, how we're going to grow. How are we going to grow as leaders? And he talks about it in the sense of 4 phases of leadership growth. 4 phases. Like the first one, he says, phase 1 is, I don't know what I don't know. That's what you have to realize. He says most people fail to realize or to recognize the value of leadership. They believe that leadership is only for a few, for the people at the top of the corporate ladder. They have no idea of the opportunities they're passing up when they don't learn to lead. He says this point was driven home for me when, of course, a college president shared with me that, only a handful, he says, only a handful of students signed up for a leadership course offered by the school. He says only a few thought of themselves as leaders. If they had known that leadership is influence and that in the course of each day, most individuals usually try to influence at least 4 other people. Do you know that? Most people every single day try to influence at least 4 other people. You try to, at least, even if it's on social media, you try to influence at least 4 people a day. Okay, 4 people. So this is phase number 1. Again, what did he say? I don't know what I don't know. Most people don't realize that you want to grow as a leader. You need to grow as a leader. You are a leader, number 1, and that growth is necessary. But then he says phase number 2, I know what I don't know. Okay, he says, usually at some point in our lives, we are placed in a leadership position, only to look around, right, and discover that no one is following us. No one. He says that's when we realize we need to learn how to lead. See, of course, that's when it's possible for the process to truly start. All right, the process is just starting. That's what he's saying right here. And I like the quote that he has. Successful leaders are learners, and the learning process is ongoing, a result of self-discipline and perseverance. I love it. We have to keep on going on this journey of developing ourselves. Now you know what you don't know. Okay, that's the second phase. But then he says the third phase when it comes to leadership growth is this. I grow and know, and it starts to what? Show. Again, phase 3 in leadership growth is I know, well, I should say it this way. I grow and know, and it starts to show. Okay, it starts to show. He says, when you recognize your lack of skill and you begin the daily discipline of personal growth and leadership, exciting things begin to happen. That's what he said. He says exciting things begin to happen. So when you're in phase number 3, you can be pretty effective as a leader, but you have to think about every move you make. You have to think about it. Okay? Think about every move you make. However, when you get to phase number 4, right? And phase number 4 is I simply go because of what I know. Again, I simply go because of what I know. That is what's happening here. Look, he says, when you get to phase number 4 here, because you simply go because of what you know, your ability to lead becomes almost automatic. And that's when the payoff is larger than life. But the only way to get there is to recognize the process and pay the price. What's the process, guys? What is the process when it comes to growing as a leader? It's time. You have some people who may fall off, who may say, you know what, I can't keep up with you. I can't travel the journey with you. They may ignore you. They may unfriend you. That's the price. That's the price. Some people may not travel the journey with you. Listen, here's what I come to understand even during my growth as a leader. And I know that God did this purposely. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a people person. When I love hard. I love hard. I consider myself to be a really loyal person. And so what God tends to do is make sure that there's some balance in there. All right. And I know the reason why he does it, because he knows my heart. He knows my heart. And he wants to also help to protect that as well. So I get it. I get it. But at the same time, it's all about growth, and I realized that there are certain people who are just seasonal, that's going to be in your life for just a small little season. And then there's some people who are going to be a part of your life for a lifetime. Okay, for a lifetime. And so you really want to pay attention because, again, they have to be on that same mode as you, thinking, okay, I have to learn whatever it is I don't know. I recognize that I don't know it, and I have to learn it. And you're on the journey together. So those are the 4 phases, or I should say phases of leadership growth. Let's go over them one more time. Phase 1, I don't know what I don't know. Phase 2, I know what I don't know. Phase 3, I know, or I should say I grow. I don't know why I get that mixed up. I grow and know, and it starts to show. And then stage 4, I simply go because of what I know. I just simply go. I do it. I lead. Okay, I lead. Ever wonder why the name of the company that houses this brand is called I Lead? Aha. Right? And so listen, that was the appetizer for today. And I'm hoping that you've enjoyed it. Did you enjoy the appetizer? Go ahead and let me know while I'm fixing this thing. I know y'all see me playing with it. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Sometimes these locks, I'm telling you, they don't know how to behave. They just be like all over the place, like I am out of control. Listen, let's get into the main meal. You already know. I'm going to make sure I put it up on the screen so you can see it, okay? I want you guys to travel along with me with this. I love this book here. And it's, of course, a series we've started based upon T. Harv Eker's book, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. How many of you want to manifest cash flow of $1 million or more a year? $1 million or more a year in cash flow. How many of you want to generate that? Go ahead in the comment section and go ahead and affirm. That's right, because you know that you are engaging in actions that's going to bring you closer and closer to that. Affirm, I am. You can say a millionaire, you can say a billionaire, but don't go lower than a millionaire now. I know that I am a billionaire plus. I don't know about you, but Lakeisha McKnight, the McKnight households, we are billionaires here. So go ahead and make your affirmation known in the comments section. Who are you? Do you have a billionaire mind? Do you have a millionaire mind? What kind of mindset do you have? And what type of mindset are you trying to foster or develop for yourself? You see, we spoke about an important concept, right? Yesterday? We started with the concept of rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to you. But the second point that we're going to talk about on tonight is what? Rich people play the money game to win. They play the money game to win. But poor people play the money game to not lose. Look at the wordage here. Look at the perception here. Look at the underlying message, okay, right here. Poor people play the money game so they can't lose. It's like, oh my gosh, I got to hold this tight so I don't lose it. It's like that, okay? See, let's take a look at this. In sports, teams that strictly play defense and no offense have a hard time winning. On defense mode all the time. Unfortunately, most people play the money game on defense, where their primary concern is survival. I got to hold on to this. I can't let this go. Tight, 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 clink, 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 right? It's survival instead of wealth and abundance. You see, poor people want to have enough to pay bills. That is like, I'm all right. I'm getting by, one day at a time, You ever notice this lingo for people who are part of the working class? They're like, just one day at a time. I'm just doing this thing. I'm taking it, hey, one step. Like, they just want to have just enough. See, when your intention is to have enough to only pay the bills, guess what? That's exactly what you're going to get and nothing more. You're not going to get anything beyond that, okay? The middle class step it up a notch and want to be comfortable. They're like, I just got to, I want to be able to go on vacation. I just want to be able to, do some things. That's what they think. That's what the middle class think. But being financially comfortable is okay. But these people usually look at the right side of the menu before ordering their food. They look and say, let me see how much. Let me give you all a story, okay? Because I'm going to share with you an example of mindset shift. I was associated, right? I was with a group of individuals. We were part of an organization. And we were going on this trip. We went to Miami. We rented a mansion for a weekend. I think the mansion was somewhere around 10 million bucks. And we rented it for the weekend, okay? For the weekend. And so we were on, was it South Beach or one of those strips out there. And we went into the restaurant, and my husband and I were just like, we're going to get that. And we ain't paying much attention to it, right? And I told my husband, I said, I got it. I got it this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. So I took care of it, and I got the little bill. I was like, oh, okay, yep, I guess I do. I guess I do have it. Not realizing, like, the appetizer, it was like a super appetizer. And the super appetizer that we had was about $80 for an appetizer. Most people think, when you think of appetizer, you're like, 12 bucks. The appetizer itself was about $80. And we didn't look at the price. We just said that that's what we want. We looked at the picture. We saw that it looked pretty good, and it would suffice for the both of us. And we got it. And it was no big deal. Okay, it was no big deal. Now, I say this to say that, again, you're a part of this money game. You're trying to build this residual income, whatever it is you're doing, whether it's in your business or whatever however way you're generating revenue. Okay, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to have some serious cash flow, you should play the money game to win, not playing the money game so you don't lose. It's all about mindset. Okay, the bottom line is here. T. Harv Eker states, if your goal is to be comfortable, chances are you'll never get rich. You'll never have an abundance of cash flow. I like to reverse it that way. Okay? You'll never have an abundance of cash flow. But if your goal is to have an abundance of cash flow, chances are you'll end up mighty comfortable. Okay? In other words, you're going to have an abundance. You'll be able to do the things that you really want to do and how you want to do it. And so it's all about this, guys. It's all about your mindset. So what type of mindset are you choosing to have this night, this moment? Play the game to win, okay? We want to empower you to win from the inside out. Yes, the heart and the mind, that's in the inside. And out, of course, is based on the things that you do, effective activities, behaviors, habits, okay? So that you'll be able to manifest the goals that you want. Okay, so that's what we're all about here with Leadership TKO. And so this marks the conclusion of today's session. Now, what did you think about that? Did you enjoy today's session? We talked about the 4 phases of leadership growth with our appetizer. We spoke just about how you need to play the game to win and not play the game to not lose. It's all about perspective, all right? And so if you want to win, have the mindset to win. Okay, if you need more income, don't try to clink, hold on to everything you got. You want to learn how to make more. Okay, more. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you're greedy. You just might have some bigger goals in mind and you just need more. Okay, be content with what you have. Don't be to the point where you're disgruntled, with what you have. Do what you need to do so you can change your circumstance. That's what you have to do. Okay? And so listen, I appreciate you guys. How many of you enjoyed this? If you enjoyed today's content today, go ahead and say on it inside of the comment section. Don't ask me how that relates, but it just came to mind, right? You enjoyed it. Let me know that you've enjoyed it in the comment section. I had a blast. I had fun, right? I like to have fun when I'm doing these streams, when I'm involved with business. Don't ever take the fun out of business. And you got to have fun nowadays with all this stuff going on around the world. You want to have fun. Just live. Okay, don't just exist. Live. Okay, live, please. Just live. Tomorrow's not promised. All right? And so enjoy life. So I appreciate you all. And if you're trying to figure out, well, Lakeisha, what is it that you do? Because I'm an entrepreneur, right? I'm connected to an e-commerce company. Now, the company is based out of Germany that we have this affiliate relationship with. And when I say we, I'm talking about my husband and I because we're in business together. And I say by default my kids because, you know how that works. It's going to be passed down to them, something that they'll be able to take ownership of. And so listen, if you're someone, you're like, well, I know that I want to play the game, the money game to win. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The longer you hold on to these, and I'm going to stop sharing. The longer you hold on to these, If you want to play the money game to win, first of all, this is not money. And if you hold on to this, you're going to lose. So if you want to play the money game to win, you need to get some real money. This is not real money, but it can help you to get access to real money. And so what you want to do is you want to get some of these and you want to exchange it and get real money. Here is real money. This is gold right in the middle, okay? 24 karat gold. You want to exchange as many of these for some of these as often as you can. And that's simply what I do. I get paid to save my own money. And as I'm sharing this with other people, listen, not only are they winning because I'm helping them to get what they want, but by default, because I'm helping so many people to get what they want, I'm actually by default able to get what I would like as well. And so you can do it. You can get involved. So all you need to do is send me an inbox message, say, hey, Lakeisha, what you doing? What you got there? Okay? What you got there? What system are you a part of? I want to share with you some information about the system. Can I share it? Can I share it with you? And I'm hoping and praying that I can. And it's real simple. Super simple. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to bring in an extra couple $100. Maybe you're like, well, Lakeisha, listen, I want to replace my job income. And I want to totally be able to just have a free schedule, have a life of freedom, get up whenever I want to, and never without an alarm clock. You just want to do what you want. That's possible if you're willing to put in the work. Now, this can happen for you in the next 3 to 12 months. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? I will mentor you. I will help you. I will help you plug into a system that works, training, people who will just make sure you have what you need. It's super simple. Inbox me or the person that shared this stream with you. I'll share exactly what I've done to be more present with my kids. I am present with them, right? Time, freedom, all for it, okay? And I can help you to accomplish the same things. We can do it together. Okay, so listen, send me an inbox message, contact the person that shared this with you. We'll get you more information because listen, there's a presentation going on tonight, as a matter of fact, 9 o'clock p.m. where you can learn more about that exchange that I was talking to you about getting paid to save your own money and possibly helping people to do the same and getting paid to do it. Okay, 9 o'clock p.m. You want to download the Zoom app and then you want to go to www.goldrocks.info and you'll be able to get on the presentation platform. Now you will need a password, so make sure you inbox us. We're going to make sure you have the password and you can get on. All right? So I appreciate your time. I really, really do. Thank you so very much for choosing to be here with me tonight. I know that we'll be back for the Leadership TKO live show. We'll be back again tomorrow night around 7. I can't even say 7:30. It's going to be a little bit earlier because tomorrow we have what we call a huddle. Me and my business partners, we have a huddle. We're coming together. We're engaging in personal development. And listen, I'm going to be sharing some stuff there too tomorrow night. And I want to invite you out to the huddle so you can receive some great content. So make sure, once again, we connect. All right? Inbox me. Let's chat. So listen, until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.